Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Why is that so loud in my ear? Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna be continuing along with Arona here. So, first step is to get the remainder of the head motion, and right now, we have this connected to parameters, essentially what's normally the head X and Y, and we kind of have a motion here that can support the downward look here. So now we just need a little bit of an up. Once again, the up doesn't need to be particularly aggressive. It just needs to be a bit. And the basis of a VTuber-like thing is the fact that it's starting at neutral, and 90% of VTubers start at neutral. So that's generally the general gist of why it would look like that. Right now, there isn't as big of a spot between... Okay, I might need to change these to round motions rather than linear. Just looking at how it's moving right now. I haven't really looked at the actual motions, but regardless, we're basically just going to set the final state into what it could be when those both parameters are maxed out. Realistically, it's once again one of those things where we don't want the parameters to ever be maxed out. But we kind of also don't want to bring it past the point here, so let's just bring this down. Bring this down a little bit more. Realistically speaking, it's just going to be a matter of adjusting some of the parameters so that it better facilitates a motion that goes around the head regardless. Let's go like that. I think I'm going too much here. This might be a little bit much. Yeah, so leaning everything back a little bit as it comes around the head. Where's the setting? I don't even know you can see the highlights at depot size, so don't know how relevant moving those around is going to be. Once again, we just kind of want the sparkle to point roughly the direction that we want her to be looking, because we don't have a defined pupil behind the spackle, which is honestly fine, but regardless, do I need to make a slight adjustment here? Okay, what's happening with the eye open at these angles? I mean, we won't be using too much of this 9% of the time, so hopefully it's not particularly problematic at any angles. A little off in terms of how it would normally be done, but I think for a moat where you don't want the details to be quite as clear, that's probably actually not terrible. Okay, blush, 1, 2, we'll just go meh. Mouth, shape, just get the, where's the mouth? Mouth, open up. We want the mouth to sit like here, and then we want to go... I don't want to keep the expression here very round. That's not quite what the mouth should look like, honestly, but... that's a bit closer. I have a very simple shaped mouth, so also it's probably not going to be relevant at that angle, but... where's the ear? Okay, I'll go with that. The hairs, or the Y positive is so much less of what I want to do that I don't know how much or how pedantic I want to be with all of it, but regardless, let's see. Otherwise, I hit it not sitting properly on my head. Let's go like that. I think I might have been a little bit too much with the eyes. Maybe a little bit just got about here as the max for the eyes. That's a bit much. Go like that. We'll just in a little bit more here. Alright, here. Okay, don't pick up the whole thing, please. Definitely don't want this to look like this. I want this to go down here. Then I want you to... Come on. Oh, where's the mouth? I'm gonna want to pull this up by that much. Hello there. Let me just... I'm pulling this up way too much. Hold on. I'm just doing the last set of hit motions right now because I decided for a sticker animation to have a head perspective change, so it required a full, essential, detailed haircut, even though I still tried to cheat in a couple of spots. And I need to do full head perspective, turn at least on 2 corners, which is... This just needs to roll around her hair, I think. Not really get to roll back into her face nicely. I think everything needs to turn back a little. Alright, how much can I get this to curl into her cheek while also pulling it up? Don't know if I should really pull it back more. Probably pull all of that a little bit across. Ah. Ugh. That's pulling in way too much. Don't need to pull him that aggressively. And also this needs to go this way more. And where is... Go more this way and go more this way. Okay, let's see. That's too much, I think, on what I'm doing here. What part is this? This piece? Where is front pieces? Let's see, we'll go like that. Hello there, how are you doing? What did I just do there? Getting the last bits of hair into place, and then the head part should be officially done. They can actually finally get to the... Well, actually no, I still need to do all of the supporting physics portions or simulated physics portions of the motions, and then we'll finally be on to animation. Which, at this point, I feel like I'm a little behind schedule, but heck. It's not like I'm exactly on a schedule. It was just a lot slower than what I planned for. Crap, let's push through ahead here. This is 100% the part where it's not gonna be visible. Oh boy. Kind of try and stretch some of these points out a little bit. Where's the top? Oh, we'll just pull this back. Looks a little weird, but it's also one of the positions you won't reach. Also, I don't know how visible that's going to be. pieces will probably be cut more properly if this was a full-size model or something, but I'll just go ahead and take the losses on the emote size without worrying too much about it. I think I need to use this piece to direct the hair a little bit more. Just gonna tilt this piece a little bit aggressively. Yeah, it's the easiest way to explain it is that whenever you have perspective change on something rotating, it means that basically everything that is at a different depth to your z-axis, essentially the camera axis, needs to be separated at minimum, which basically means because your head is round, your hair all the way around your head has to be different parts. Which honestly, for something like this, it's a little overkill, but I keep saying it as I keep continue to work on this, but holy shit, you're not going to be able to see 90% of what I'm doing once we reach the end product. Half the memes of the archivist Arona taunting Sensei with blue envelopes, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, what did I do? I completely yanked some of the hair off. Oh, screw it, let's just stretch this piece. This piece isn't that important, let's just absolutely stretch it. And we'll just grab top here and just fill some of this space with it. Why not? Good enough. I mean, some of the aspects of working on some of this bearable is working out the general workflow to essentially streamline some parts, whether that's prep work during the art process or during the actual modeling process, but let's see. What piece is this? Oh, this piece. Alright. I mean, I'm skipping a lot of steps right now, and it's not looking as good as it should be. A lot of it is I am working off the assumption that this essential positive 10 limit of the motion is not going to be reached. So essentially what I need is just something like around here that is fine. Like, it doesn't need to be good, it just needs to be fine. Because it's not the important part of the motion. I definitely put some more effort into the y negative, the nod negative side of the motion, because I know that that is going to be a bigger part of core motion, which also, because of the angle, conveniently hides the back part of the hair, because the head is pulling up. Her hair is relatively short, so the hair is just kind of going to sit behind her head and just pull up behind, and you can't see it, which is very convenient. Cheers to that. I've been trying a couple of different ways of coloring recently. I think the way I do my actual like lines has pretty much settled for the most part. I don't think it's going to change much more unless I deliberately try to do something different. Which basically means that I'm still significantly better at very round lines than I am at the more jagged and firm kind of shapes. The kind of shapes that you really need to effectively draw muscles. I mean, I've only tried to draw very defined muscles once, and it was not great. It was highly questionable. I don't think I ever finished it either. Don't even care about this back piece, you can't see it. No, whatever, just go like that, go like that. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, oh, and braid. I don't really understand muscles. Well, I don't understand the muscles once it becomes very defined, as in, or very toned. If it's just like the muscles around your hand, or the muscles you can usually see on your arm or your legs and feet, I have a better idea. My solution to trying to go very muscular was to pull up the manga for the well, which one was it? How heavy are the dumbbells you can lift, and basically just find some of the muscle poses from that and just copy that. I mean, it was pretty funny when I had an argument with someone about whether hands or feet were more difficult. They told me that feet always had the same shape. I was like, have you ever drawn feet at a different angle? Like, feet always have the same shape if you never change the angle. And you never change the essential curvature of the feet. But otherwise, the feet has a lot of variance otherwise. Where was I up to on the hair motion? Okay, so The main difficulty I find with feet a lot of time is the muscle at the front of the foot. If you have the view of the sole of the foot, and the foot itself is facing towards you in the image, then you generally need to have the front muscle part of the front muscle of your foot where your toes are connected. That part needs to have a line defining it, and then you also need to define the ankle and then the sole behind it. So even if you have socks on, you'd have to define that. If you have shoes on, that's not a problem. But, and that's largely from my very vague and poor ability to draw feet. I have been very purposely trying to practice drawing feet, so let me just make a snap of that. Okay, so how much the head is turning, this is probably where I would consider doing an out motion on the blend shape, but at the moment we're not going to be able to see it, so I'm just going to miss it. Oh wait, that's alright. My default's not locked, my default's not locked. No, that's still in there. Okay, good. I would say it probably helps a little bit for me in terms of working with a lot of objects and a lot of parameters like this. A lot of like different variables affecting a single object, because I am essentially at least somewhat trained as a programmer. Like when I explain Live 2D to people, I usually explain it from an engineer's perspective rather than an artist's perspective. Which causes some interesting disconnects sometimes because people don't know what I'm talking about. Because I'll just very randomly ask someone if they want a lock on their toggle parameters, and they're like, "Wait, what?" Like, yeah, I need to know if you want a true/false Boolean flag on your toggle, so that it doesn't move when several toggles are on. Turns out that most people don't know what the heck you're talking about when you talk like that. Okay, I'm gonna give these side parameters a Z pendulum as well. It's not gonna be an exact Z pendulum, it's going to be more of a in-out motion, just to support the flowing motion that we want when the head nods up and down. It really depends on like a lot of people say like generally if you put your mind to it you can learn something, but personally I find you will have an inclination towards something based on one, how you learn, and two, how you think. Because when I was in school, like in high school, like middle school, we call it intermediate here, but well, we call high school college here, but that doesn't matter. Because like in high school and in middle school, essentially because at least over here, basically all of the Asian students will just hang out together, rather than making as well. It's just a greater portion of them will just make their own friend groups amongst the general Asian population than to go with others. Don't know if that's changed in this great age of equality as it did back when I was in school, but because of that, generally I followed my friends' idea of like just doing the you study everything from the book. Eventually, because like compared to them, my grades were actually terrible. It's like when I started studying my own thing based on what I wanted to do after I left school, I found that generally I was significantly better as a visual learner. Like, while I can generally compile logic into a resolution at the end, it's a lot easier for me to draw it out and explain it with a lot of visual concepts. I mean, when I was explaining some concepts for just like basic object-oriented logic for some business people, I was just drawing on a whiteboard and drawing out like factory lines to explain all the concepts. So that was the thing. I want to go 2x2. How much do we want to actually pull this out? I kind of want to just go. I mean, there's always the joke nowadays about, was it, why would you go to school when you can just learn most things off the internet? I mean, that wasn't quite yet the case when I was in school, but I think it was like getting to that point as I was finishing my study. It was like when I first entered university, I wasn't quite at that level yet. Or everything, if there was something available like that, it was like behind some super expensive paywall. I don't want to pull it out like right here. Can I get this just to like curve like right here? Pull this back a bit. Pull this back a bit. Let's see. Did I set the... We still have this up yet. Oh, on the note of doing some programming, I've been recently thinking about whether to de-rust from programming that I haven't done in like 4 or 5 years now for some game development. I was a bit iffy about the idea a few months back when the whole, was it, or what, how long has it been now since that the big scandal with Unity happened? Either way, because I don't really know how to use Unreal, if I was gonna get back into doing some game making, it was probably gonna be a Unity, along with the fact that it has essentially built-in, well, not really built-in, but Live 2D has a officially backed SDK for it. So given that I don't really know how to animate otherwise, it would be the most ideal way to get into doing some game stuff again. But then the Unity stuff kind of like threw cold water on it pretty hard. I don't know why I just wrapped on it super hard there. It was like, was it the recent, was it Summer Games Fest when what they called the Among Us people? Was it, are they just called Sloth? There's something Sloth, right? I don't remember what their company name was, but they're coming out with a essential publishing brand to support indies. And then I think around, I think it was like the day after, was it Ludwig announced that he was also doing something similar with alongside a YouTuber who specializes in producing indie games. So I was like, it's probably not a bad time to look at going back into making games. And there's always the, was it the covers option to go with cover if you're doing a HoloLive fan project. That option was something that's looked at recently when I started thinking about it, since then marketing becomes a lot simpler because there's this giant company backing you. Either way, if I do look at doing some de-rusting, I'll have to probably end up just eating the time I should be using to make videos, because I clearly don't procrastinate enough already. You know, realistically, if I end up streaming any of the derusting, there's a very good chance that I'll just do it over as a Twitch only stream without really announcing it. It's just because it's probably not going to be very focused, and there's a very good chance I'll either mute to watch tutorial videos or walk off during it. And I want things on that I do on YouTube to still be watchable as a VOD. So muting often and walking off aren't very indicative of watchable content when it's not live. It's not really indicative of watchable content when it's live either, but it's usually more bearable if the person walks off while they're live. Whoop. I want this to move everything. Also, if I do end up streaming a bit of that, it will be probably at more friendly to America times, because it'll probably be during the day very randomly. Well, at least it'll be during the day for me very randomly, which will be I think evening in America. It'll be like nighttime in Europe, and it'll be like evening in America. And it'll be probably the weekend. So probably like Friday or Saturday night over there, I think. At least if I know my time zones correctly. Either way, it comes down to how much do I want to procrastinate at the exact moment. Which isn't really a great thing to say, but... Did I not move that piece? Oh, I didn't. How piece is that? Okay, we'll just leave that like that for now. See how ridiculous it looks once everything's in motion. Whoa, don't do that. What do we want here? Oh wait, just I can do, where is it? You and you, right? The same, basically the same piece here. Let's move these two together. That's why I need to do separately. It's a very side piece, so get a little bit of leeway on how this happens. I don't know if that's gonna be too much or not. Probably just glue these together, but the motion isn't exactly synced up. Well, let me just go you like that. Or like getting into like a very deep part of this. It's really like a chunky piece. What do we want to do with this? We want it to go kind of like that, out away from the head. And this should actually come in this way towards the head. Yeah, this piece is sitting in a really weird spot. Well, it won't look too weird even if it does that. Good thing is that it's basically hidden, so not going to cause too many major problems. Okay, so now it's a matter of what to do with the back part of the hair. Oh wait, where's the braid? Braid. I want the braid to swing on a different pendulum. Technically its own part that's hanging down. Sure. Do I need... She's got one of those braids that is significantly thicker at the top. A braid like that shouldn't bend very well, right? Like, won't bend at each major joint of hair. No one is clumped like that. Go double pendulum. Oh, let me sit down. Hmm. Okay, we'll join one of the pendulums about there, where the braid is starting to get a little bit thinner. Well, that's probably a bit much. I don't want to treat the braid like one single object as it swings. Ooh, I don't like what it kind of looked like it did there. Like one heavy object that's heavy at the top, and then it is at the bottom. And then for the second part of the pendulum, we'll go from like here at the ends. Okay, now what do I want to do if it's... Do I want it out? I think we'll just do a single where we go. Probably lop. So let's go like this outwards. And we're not even gonna flick out the outside, we're just gonna go. She doesn't need to flick out the outside. That might be a bit much. Let's go there. Alright, now there's how to do with the back here. The highlight partly shifts, but you won't be able to see it, it's fine. Okay, then... I think we'll just attach the same motion to the side. The cool difference for the back here is that it should be blowing out the other way because it's on the other side of this motion. Either way, we'll try to make it more subtle so it's not like some weird, massive, fluttering thing in the opposite direction that's happening at the back. Then we want to go out. So like then in. Copper here in a bit more. And how much do I care about these pieces that I can't see? Look at here, it's like acting like a bulb. Really tell that I'm reaching the point where it's getting a little bit scrappy. It's reaching the point where it really doesn't matter how I do it because you can't see it. As long as there's some motion at the back and it's obviously not completely stiff, it's like good enough. And the motion at the very least makes sense. Like only 2 requirements now. Whoop, I just pressed wrong one. This is a short piece. Let's go over here. Back enough. Alright. I think about anything else that I had in particular that was left. Alright, let's see. Why will you not let me make a new scene, please? How big was this? I think it was like 15 by 15? How do I get this into the middle? What's your way for me to get this into the middle? Actually, that looks a lot bigger. Yeah. Well. Wow, yeah, well. Like my box should fit pretty cleanly in here, for all intents and purposes. Maybe there's a quick way to center this thing, but... should just be, if I put it by 500 by 100, should just fit there, right? Is that my box? It is. Oh wait, there was another motion I wanted. I wanted as a general whole thing to... Let's see if I can cheat and do it like this. So I wanted, oh jeez. Does that affect anything about moving like that? Don't know if it does. It shouldn't. I wanted to have a little bit of a big core motion here. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just do it into our body. A new parameter for top forward pop, go pop. We basically want only, or primarily, the body to expand primarily around the head area and try to keep the body largely not moving. Just grab everything and do it all together. See how that feels. Sure. But those in a different folder. I didn't, right? Did I? No. Okay, let's just roll in a couple of motions. I'm just gonna give myself more. What's this, 3 seconds? Let's give myself 5. Oh. And then we want to give ourselves at least all the default keyframes. Okay, so we want to close the eye, and then as that's happening, to nod slightly, turn, in between here we want to turn on the sparkle. Let's say from here. By the time it reaches here, we want the eye to be open again. We want to maybe at the point as the motion starts here to go maybe like a little bit of this and then this. Also give it a little bit of a let's bounce. Just gonna say for this that we'll just let this deform kind of aggressively. As a supplementary motion here. Please add that new parameter here, that would be very helpful. Please add it to my parameter list. Why you don't add to parameter list? For fuck's sake. Okay, there we go. Why is it not making me, oh, wait, no, it is. Wait. What's that? You. Oh, that's a problem. Wasn't this built? Wait, why is the motion so big? What the heck is this? Well, that's the opacity. Why is my thing here so broken? It's the only parameter that has it. Only object that has it. Oh, this is so broken. How does this get so broken? So I want to build this based on this. Yeah, that's not what's supposed to be doing. Also completely broken. I only need this motion to be relevant at this angle. Yeah, I don't know why I broke, but it's supposed to be like that. Alright, I've got turn this motion to everything here needs to go extended interpolation, ellipse. What else? Can I do extended interpolation on these? I can. Do that. I should have to ribbon as well. These need to be rounder curve motions than just straight ones. Where's the mouth? It's like fumbling all the parts here now. Gonna need to make use of this like bounce a bit more. Really just kind of throwing it together now. Now worry about all the flopping of the hair and the ribbon later. You make sure all of this is fine. How do this loops? Okay, so the middle portion here definitely needs to be longer. Oh wait, I'll not do any body. Yeah, this part needs to be a lot longer. I have an easy way of just grabbing all of this. Can I select it just from here? Okay, so let's take everything here. Move this. Where's just move it across without changing any parameters, ideally. Grab this portion, stretch it. And then almost up like here. It needs to be a little bit longer. There needs to be like one more loop or two more loops of the envelope flopping part. What else does this need? How do I move all the crap I need very quickly? It's not really a good way to do it, is there? Unless I turn them on a template. Making templates is such a pain in the butt in this. Because you can't really categorize anything into folders. But you can. I really need to start making like dedicated folders for templates. Otherwise I just end up with this giant pile of templated motions that I can't use in most things I'm doing. What the fuck is up with this shit? Alright, so either way, I think I'll leave this off here. It's the core part of the motion, I think, is fine. I just need to more effectively stretch out the envelope part. Probably about double the length. everything else doesn't really need to change, I think. So maybe about 6-7 seconds? Like 7-ish seconds of 30 frames per second. So well beyond the limitations of a Twitch emote, but that was already kind of established from the start. But I'll look at finishing off the animation portion for Arona next time to start off, and then I'll actually get around to starting on Plana. When I planned this out, I was actually hoping to get them both done this week, but that's absolutely not going to happen. It's taking me like a whole week just to do one. So what happens when you decide to add a head perspective change to a emote, which once again, maybe around here at best. How much does the actual head motion... Well, the head motion is visible, but it's just like the finer details aren't. Like, you can kind of tell the head is turning because of the ribbon at the top, but everything else, honestly, you can't really tell that it's turning particularly much. Well, either way, we'll figure out what to do about the middle portion of the envelope flopping part. Hopefully my blend shape doesn't break again and we'll finish this off next time they'll start on Plana. So, thank you very much for watching today's session of Live 3D modeling into some animation. If you want to see more of this, remember to be subscribed or following, depending where you're watching from. Leave a like, cause that helps me out, and I'll see you all next time.